Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So West Virginia's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really... And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in, it's Booker. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Here comes the heat. Finds space on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. New set of downs after the completion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every single snap.
And the Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Looking downfield, it's Peterson. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Tight end now in motion. To the ground with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Peterson. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. From the gun, the ground game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside kick. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Quick strike complete. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Makes the catch. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown by the Irish. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And tackled there by the defense. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Punt is in the air on fourth down. All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Peterson. Fires to the big fella. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Bunch formation for these receivers. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. The short hands. It's Connor. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Wants to throw on first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll go to the air. Quickly complete. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Pocket breaking down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. They will score! Touchdown, Iron! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After that last incompletion, here's second and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They booted away on fourth down. Pulls it in at the 25. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Dropping back, it's Peterson. It's caught downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
And the Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Offside. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Fires left. He's got it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Scanning the field, it's Peterson. Lets it fly. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Trying play action. Got him downfield. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. They'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Using his legs, it's Booker. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Mountaineers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Peterson. It's caught. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Now the play fake. It's complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. On the move. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They'll try to pound their way in. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
38, West Virginia, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab outside. It's Peace. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the returner goes down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to throw, it's Peterson. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
First down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Connor. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a crease. It's Rooks. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
2nd down coming up.
Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26.
3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Punt is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Got the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.